Good morning, everyone. Hope you can all hear me, whoever is on. Just let me know if you can, please. Hope everyone is well. Thanks, Marco. Take about 2 more minutes until 9, and then we're going to start. Morning, Warren. Changing weather. Absolutely. Hey, Gary. Winston, how are you, man? Good to have you guys on. It's great seeing the same people coming on daily. It shows that you're committed, you're persisting, and committing and persisting. That's the only way that you're going to see change. Ruthie. So change really comes from persisting and committing and doing the right thing. Because if you're committing to the wrong practice, then there's not going to be change. Morning, Adrienne. So, still Corona time, lockdown. That's why I'm here. It's a good time to grow and to develop this faculty that will help you not only during Corona time, but also in life in general. The idea of what we're practicing here, what I'm teaching you, Anapana meditation, is to slowly start changing the mental habits of your mind and get rid of the mental impurities. IRL. We develop mental impurities by repeating the same pattern of reactions over and over and over again. And when we start sitting and observing our breath, Anapana, we're working with our breath. We start observing our breath. We don't react in the same manner. We're seeing the truth, our truth, as it's unfolding moment by moment. Moment by moment, we're accepting the moment. Then we start changing the habit pattern. Every time we react, we are deepening a pattern of reaction. Every time we are objective and not reacting, we are slowly getting rid of the impurities. And working with the breath, observing the breath as is the key. It's the first step to starting and getting rid of your mental impurities. Henny, how are you? So today we are still practicing Anapana, as we always do. And Anapana, for those that join us for the first time, Anapana, we work with our breath. We observe the breath right below our nostrils. The narrower the area, the more sharper and focused the mind becomes. And we observe the breath as it is, without trying to change it, without trying to manipulate it, without verbalize it, without visualize it, using imagination, and without trying to control it. So it's not a breathing exercise, it's just observation of the breath. So what you have to do is basically do nothing except having your focus right here in observing the breath. Okay, so uh, find a position. If you're sitting on the floor, or it's probably better if you sit on the floor, but if you can't, for whatever reason, find a position on a chair and make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are relaxed, face relaxed, hands you can put anywhere. I put it normally in my lap. And if you have any glasses, you can take your glasses off. And lightly close your eyes. Don't force close them, just have them closed and bring the attention, your attention, to the area right below your nostrils. And become aware of your breath as it goes in and as it goes out. As it goes in and as it goes out. And be aware of the pattern. If it's deep, then it's deep. If it's shallow, then it's shallow. Don't have any preference. If it's fast, then it's fast. And if it's slow, then it's slow. If it goes in from the right nostril, then accept it. If it goes in from the left nostril, then accept it. Just accept the moment right now. Your breath right now is showing you what happens in your subconscious. And it is what it is. Billions of years of cause and effect have brought you to this moment. And you cannot change the moment, but you can change how you react from today on to have different results if you want. So when you change the habit pattern of your mind, also you're going to change the way you think, the way you act, and you're going to take different actions, and naturally also your results are going to be different. So every time that you feel that your mind is drifting away from the area right below your nostril, just bring it back and do it without frustration, without negativity. Just accept that this is the habit pattern of your mind. And even if it happens all the time, you're there for 2 breaths and it goes away, just bring it back naturally and stay with your breath, natural breath. And always be objective to whatever experience that you have. If you feel discomfort anywhere outside of this area or anywhere within your body, just be aware of it, but don't react to it. If there are any uncomfortable thoughts coming in, be aware of it, but don't react to it. All you have to do is stay with your breath. And always be objective and always be aware of the constant change. Change, change. Everything is always changing. And because things are changing, we should not get attached to anything that happens to us now. The minute we get attached, we start suffering. Whatever is happening now is also going to change. And observe it as the pattern of your thoughts are changing, and be aware of it and accept it. Accept that life is always changing. Every time you feel that your mind is drifting, just bring it back to your breath. If you feel that you're dozing away, just take a couple of intentional breaths and then go back to observing your breath as it is. Always bring your attention back to your breath. We have meditated for a bit over 20 minutes, I think 21 minutes. You may continue and meditate on your own. You should meditate morning and evening, 15 minutes at least in the morning, 15 minutes in the evening. The more you practice, the better and the more accomplished you're going to become with the technique, and the more it's going to help you. How you're going to use the technique during the day is just work with your breath. Be aware, whenever negativity arises, your breath is going to change. You can always go back to your breath and observe the breath, and you're also going to see that there's a change in the pattern. You're going to see nothing is permanent. Negativity arises, it's not going to stay permanent. It's going to come, it's going to stay, it's going to go. The same with positivity. So don't get attached not to negativity and not to positivity. When you fall asleep at night, fall asleep with focus on your breath. And when you wake up in the morning, first thing that you do, just be with your breath, just for a minute or two, and it's going to help you develop the habit of using your breath to have a better, calmer, more focused day. If you have any questions, I'd love to take your questions. We'll be here for another couple of minutes. So any question that you have, you can just post in the live chat and I'll get back to you. If you don't want to do it in front of everyone, you can also connect with me personally. Thanks, Pat. Good having you here. Alberto, it's never a straight line. Sometimes it's a struggle, sometimes it's easier, but if you're doing it, that's all that matters because you're changing your habit. And struggling and not getting up and staying with your breath, that's when you start changing the pattern. Warren, thanks, brother. We'll see you soon. We'll see you all tomorrow. You can leave me your email address and I can send you an email of the next one for tomorrow, 9 o'clock. If not, you can always log in through the playlist, and we're gonna put the playlist in the description under this video. So you can always come back to this link and find tomorrow's session as well. Tanya, great to see your comments. Gary, thanks, Gary. So I don't see any questions. I take it that you're all good. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. And even though it's locked down, make the best of it. Love and light.